When thinking about the skills that I was able to take with me after my time in the Italian program, aside from the obvious, which is learning to speak Italian, there are so many things that I think are underappreciated when learning another language. One of those things is bringing that global perspective with you into the world, into the professional workplace, into the next stages of your life. When I started my professional career, learning Italian really benefited me, not only because there were people that I worked with that also spoke the language and I was able to make that connection with them, but also I was able to recognize during my time, just being a professional, that culture and language really define identity. They really define the creation of cultures that we share with each other. They're responsible for so many things that we take for granted, things like architecture, the way that we run businesses, the way that we define community, the way that we get involved in community, all these things that are built around language and culture. So having that perspective, being able to recognize that going into my job and going into my life is something that I value very much. When reflecting back on my time in the Italian program, there are a lot of things that come to mind that I valued so much about being a student, from collaborating so much with other people that shared the same culture as me, to having the ability to really immerse myself in a culture that I felt like I once wasn't as immersed into it. I would say, though, one of the best things that I got out of this program was gaining that global perspective. I feel like especially the way that St. Mary's does it is so unique in the way that not only do you build such a great relationship with your peers throughout actually practicing the language, but you build a great relationship with your professors too. And I think that's something really valuable. They go out of their way to really create a safe space where you can learn, where you can make mistakes. And I think that's really important when learning another language. It's not about being perfect, but it's really about being part of that culture. And that's something that I really appreciated. I had an opportunity to, in my senior year, to interview multiple students on their take on being Italian and how they navigate their Italian culture living in modern day America. And the global perspective that I gained from that and being able to hear all the different perspectives that they shared was really quite amazing. And I'm happy that I'm able to do something like that. And I'm happy that I'm able to be part of something like that. And minoring in a language or just majoring in a language or studying a language is something that I highly encourage that everyone can do if given the opportunity.